In this example, I'm going to show you how to take a Bookshare file that you've downloaded and bring that into text to audio to create an mp3 file of the book. I've downloaded a book by Jack London called John Barleycorn. It comes down in a compressed file or zipped file. The reason they do this, all this stuff needs to be in the package, and compressing it and zipping it is the best way to do that. What we want to do is right click on the folder, and from that drop down menu select Extract All. That brings up the extraction wizard window. That's part of Windows XP, and what we want to do is select Next, and what's going to happen is it's going to create a folder on my desktop called John Barleycorn, and I will press Next, and that's all it takes to extract it. With this selected, I can see my extracted files immediately, and that will help us in this process. So I'll select Finish. Here we are in all of the files in the folder John Barleycorn that we see here. The file that you want to look for is an XML file. XML files can open up in Microsoft Word or Internet Explorer or Firefox. So I'm going to right click on that XML file and select Open With. I get a drop down window here, and I want to open it with Microsoft Office, and it will open up, and you can see these tags here are called XML tags. You can ignore them, and what I'm going to do is scroll down and find Chapter 1. Now I want to copy just Chapter 1 today, so I'm going to take that text and copy it, and I'm going to go to Edit and find the next version of chapter. Find Next, and there it finds Chapter 2. I'll close that and cancel it, and click once on the end of Chapter 1, hold my Shift key down, and scroll up to find the beginning of Chapter 2. There it is. Click once will select the entire document. I'll then go to Edit and Copy, and then I will bring up my text-to-audio program. In text-to-audio, normally we would add. This time we're going to go to File and select New. When we do that, the document window opens up. I'll go back to Edit, and I'll paste all of that information in. The next thing I can do, because I want to do multiple chapters, is select the Return button, and that will take me to a window where I need to, number one, create a folder called John B, and open that folder and save this as Chapter 01, which would be our first chapter, and select Save. Then it brings it into text to audio. I want to make sure that my settings are correct, so I want an mp3 file there. I'm very happy with the voice, but let's go to the Settings menu and look at our Voices tab. We can pick our different voices here if we wish. I'm staying with that, and we can select our rate. Going back to the Settings tab, I want to make sure that my output path will go to that John B folder in my documents. I like that. And that I make sure that my file output name is what I want it to be, which is Chapter 01. Very good. Now, with those settings correct, I could add more chapters, but we can't wait for the entire day in this movie, so we're going to assume that you just repeat the process. I'm going to start processing, and through the miracle of modern technology, I'm going to pause and pick up when the issue is done. You can see that it's now converting that file to an mp3 format, and we're finished. I'm going to close these items down and navigate to the My Documents folder, look for John B, And we have our original chapter, and we have our mp3 version. And that's how you can use a Bookshare book and convert it to an mp3 file. Thank you, and good night.